Hey, what's up? I'm Joel Madden, and this is Artist Friendly. On this episode, I'm talking with singer-songwriter Petey about his new album, USA, and his tour, and a bunch of other stuff. Let's go.
Bad times, I don't want to have bad.
I was very excited that you were coming to do the show.
Right on, me too. I was excited to be here.
That's
great.
awesome to hear.
Yeah.
Because I've been following you for probably like 2 years.
Nice.
And I would have never thought like to even reach out and like ask if you would do the show, but I've been getting bolder and more adventurous in my asks.
Yeah.
Because I've learned, I think if you don't ask, you'll never know.
Yeah. Totally.
Right.
No, it's great. It's great.
And I love your music.
Oh, thank you, dude.
And
Likewise.
it's interesting because you do comedy, and I love it, and I love your music, and I can't tell which one I like more.
Yeah.
Because you're really good at both, and they both are different from each other.
Yeah.
It's cool.
Yeah. It's
So
fun.
I'm stoked you're here.
Right on, man. I'm stoked to be here. Actually, were you represented at ICM at some point?
Yeah. Well, I was there for a
Because I
little
used to
bit.
see you walk. I worked in the mailroom.
Really?
For like 3.5 years. I was just like a full-time mailroom staff employee.
Wow.
So I used to deliver packages up on the floor, but I had to just like have sort of like a mouse like presence up there. But I would see you walking around there all the time, and I always get really stoked.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah, so that was probably like.
Did we ever say hi?
I don't think so. I was definitely taught not to like.
Really?
Yeah.
Don't
interact
say
with-
hi to anyone. Agencies are funny.
Oh, they're hysterical. Yeah.
I don't group all agents and agencies together,
Totally. Yeah.
but experience is experience.
Uh-huh.
And I'm friends with some amazing agents.
Yeah.
And I think they stand out amongst a group of, otherwise sometimes agents can really be like, they can suck.
Yeah, sociopaths. Yeah.
And then they'd say, well, I suck because I'm getting my client more money. And you're like, no, you're not.
Right,
Because I'm in management now for 10 years.
Yeah.
And we help artists make money, and we don't suck.
Yeah. No, it was totally a fun. I mean, it was a wild place to be for 3.5 years. And just like my only responsibility was to deliver packages. So I had a whole lot of free time just like within that ecosystem. And
Yeah.
I was just sort of like observing a lot for a long
It's a
time.
hell of a place to kind of learn.
Oh, for sure. Just kind of like about human nature.
Human
Not
nature.
even necessarily the business, but just about how people work when they're sort of like confined to like a set of I don't know, just rules, like unwritten
Rules,
Yeah.
pressure,
money.
benchmark goalposts that are always constantly put in front of them.
Yeah.
Stress.
Yeah.
Competitive toxicity.
Yeah.
There's some of that. Not to say everyone there is because like I said, that's the music business. There's really good people, but
Yeah.
then there's plenty of clowns in the music business that
For
like
sure.
that's why it's almost weird, because you're like, how anyone could be anyone they want to be, which is a great thing.
Mm.
But also there's no degree you have to get. So you can, people can come into the music business and say anything.
Yeah.
The right artist will believe them.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
But it also makes all the good people, because I feel like I've just met so many great people in the music business that stand out
Yeah.
because they are just,
Yeah, I made
hardworking.
lifelong friends there, and I would have
Yeah.
never thought, like in the first month or whatever, I was like, I'm not going to meet anyone that I'm going to be actually friends with here, and now I have a bunch, which is great.
yeah. There's some great people there at all the agencies. It's like kind of like the way it is.
Yeah.
Do you have a favorite thing that you do, or is it all important to you?
It's all important to me. I guess I don't know if like important is the right word, but like I've been able to like create a life for myself where I could like wake up and be like, all right, well, what are we working on today? We're gonna like do a sketch. I'm gonna write a song. We're gonna record a song. We're gonna do like a, longer form video. We're gonna film a music video. Like all that to me just like is wrapped up into the same thing, and I kind of just like do wherever like the money is in that exact moment. So it's just like if we're getting paid for something, I'm going to do that. But I feel like I'm using the same parts of my brain to do it all.
Right. It's
So,
creative.
Yeah, totally. So I feel super lucky and to like live that life. But
So do I.
Yeah, right on. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't really think like too differently about any of them. It's kind of just like, all right, how are we going to get paid this month or this week? And we'll do what we can.
You are so good at making things. like your videos from the first time I saw them, and I've followed just like as a consumer. Just it's just one of those little things I like, so it's in my feed, right?
Yeah.
So comedy intimidates me.
Yeah.
Because I've known a lot of comedians over the years, living here for the last 20 years, and comedians are really interesting people. They're really smart, like too sharp. I always get intimidated when I'm around them because I actually think comedians to me, they feel, I've always found them to be like the most intellectual people
Interesting.
that I've met.
Yeah.
And then the intellectual people that are supposed to be intellectual that get treated like intellects all around wherever they go because maybe they wrote a book or maybe they did something.
Yeah.
Find them less intellectual and sharp than the comedians that I know all feel to me like the smartest people. I think to play dumb, you have to be really smart.
I have trouble identifying like as a comedian, I think, because like I feel like so much of like the comedy world is like thinking on your feet, like improv and like being quick and being sharp, and I'm none of those things. I mean, a lot of which is funny that the videos ended up working out, but like everything I do in terms of like is very premeditated and like written out. Like I don't go into any like video making situation without having all the lines like completely dialed.
Right.
And I like say them as is.
Yeah.
I don't like to switch stuff up. Same with like songwriting sessions. I don't do that. Like I don't like write with other people and be like, let's write another song. Like everything is like done before I go in. Even before I have a conversation with a stranger, I like plan out what I'm gonna say
Right.
beforehand. So I'm not like an improv guy, and that's like I feel like that's such a smart comedian thing. So because that's like sort of my vibe, I've like never really like felt like I fit in with the comedy community. It's just so happened to work out that I just like wrote a sketch for TikTok that I thought no one would see, and like 2 million people saw it, and I kept writing it, and like 2 million people kept seeing like all of them.
Yeah, well, everyone said yes.
Yeah.
So that's something.
Yeah, for sure.
This is one of the reasons I like having these conversations because there's a lot of people listening that can probably identify. I just think that just because you're not an improv specialist, you likely have the muscle. You're using it in a way that you probably feel more comfortable using it.
Totally.
And that's a practice. But also like people have different styles. So you may be more of a writer than a performer.
Totally.
Or you may be more of a, like we all have but it's definitely comedy. 100%. Because the first time I saw it, that was exactly how I identified it as, oh, this made me laugh. It's like bite-sized. It's quick. It feels good. It's not mean, which is also another thing for me is like, I always like things strike me when they can be funny without being mean.
Yeah. I wonder sometimes if that's just because, I don't think I write like a lot of mean things, but if I make fun of the characters in the sketches a lot, but they're all me.
But they're you.
Yeah, so it's like I feel like
it's
I can
like
get away
self-deprecating.
with a lot. Yeah.
And then when I heard your music, because I really liked California off the last record.
Sure, yeah.
And I was kind of struck by how different those two things are. And then your touring is also really good.
Yeah.
Like you have strong touring.
Yeah, it's crazy.
How long have you been touring?
I just finished the first leg of my second tour. So 2 years.
Doing really well.
It's doing great. Yeah. Definitely like selling tickets, which feels awesome.
That's cool.
Yeah.
It's unique. It's not often you see someone that can do these multiple things that they work together, but they are not, I don't group them together. When I see you on stage, I see an artist who's like got great songs.
Yeah. I think that it's like, I've described it as it's not like a Venn diagram, right? It's more like it's like a circle within another circle.
Right.
So it's like
they cross a little bit.
No, it's like, cause I haven't met anyone who like knows the music that didn't know I do TikToks or videos.
Right. So they all know the TikTok.
Right. Yeah.
Right.
So if you take like a big circle, that's like the TikTok stuff. And then if you take a smaller, but much more concentrated circle and put it inside the bigger one, then that's sort of the music fandom.
Yeah.
So I think I'm
That makes
lucky.
sense.
You know, my stuff is not streaming like to the moon, you know, but everyone who like the conversion on the people who listen to my songs and go see it live is like crazy high. It's like really high. And I think it's because they're involved with like both worlds. So it's like they want to hear the songs, but they also want to see the guy that they see in the videos, and it becomes like kind of like, I don't know. I just have had a really easy time selling tickets. I think comparatively to like how many like albums I'm selling or whatnot, and it's like it's a blessing. It's awesome.
Yeah, I actually think that their touring artists stream less but sell more tickets. Streaming artists stream more but sell less tickets.
For sure.
That's what I've seen.
Yeah.
And it feels like you're building like an in real life, like it's almost like a way for people who, but also one of the things that I think that you do well in your in the videos you make, I don't want to say content, it is content, but
Yeah, whatever you want.
the sketches you do,
Yeah.
is they do feel like you do feel like a character.
Mm-hmm.
So you wonder what the real guy is like.
Yeah.
So there is an invitation almost to like, I wouldn't mind like hanging out with him. And then you listen to the music and it's really good.
Yeah.
So if you were like making shitty music,
Mm-hmm.
you may have like a kitschy in real life experimental event and people might come once or twice.
Yeah.
But to build touring audience, you have to have good music and you have to be good live. Period. Done.
Yeah.
It's the one thing I know with MDDN when we work with bands. One of the questions is how are they live, and are they good songwriters? Like you have to have a generative part of you that can do it again and make songs, and it can't just be a fluke. I think it needs to be a real artist, right?
Yeah. Totally.
And then live, there's got to be something there live that's like, and everything I've seen of yours live. And the music, it just stands up.
It's fun. Yeah. I mean, it's fun. It feels good. I feel like the live show is better than my records, which is cool.
That's cool.
Partially because I hire really good guys to play the songs, and on the records, it's just me. So they're better.
Yeah, you play everything.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So I have better musicians than myself playing live, which it just like makes it so much fun. And we're all buddies, and we have so much fun together. And like from what I've seen, like every crowd in every city, it's like they're all singing like all the words, which is really, really cool. That it makes it so much easier, at least from a like stage fright perspective. It's just like, oh damn, okay, you guys are doing like a lot of the legwork for me. This is sick. And that's been the pretty normal experience. I just feel so lucky. It's great.
Were you a big like emo kid growing up?
Totally. Yeah.
I can hear it.
Yeah, big time. My first concert that I went to without parents was Motion City Soundtrack.
Oh wow, how old were you?
I was probably 13. It was when they put out Commit This to Memory. I saw them at the Vic Theater in Chicago.
13-year-olds were so much cooler.
Yeah.
Back then.
My parents were pretty good about letting me just like take the L into the city, and we could go. And I don't know.
I don't know if you could do that these days as a 13-year-old.
Maybe. I don't have a gauge on like what it's like to. I don't know anyone with kids in Chicago. I know people with kids here. And it's a completely different vibe to like raise kids in LA versus Chicago, I think.
Yeah, LA is different.
At least like the north side of Chicago being like contained to that with like within the train system and stuff, and like bopping back and forth between the suburbs and stuff. It was pretty easy.
Pretty safe.
It seemed like
just the occasional bully.
Yeah.
Right.
It seemed like no big deal, but that was a fun show. Fall Out Boy is from where I'm from.
Yeah.
So yeah, a ton of that Blink-182, of course.
Do you know those guys, Fall Out Boy?
No.
Okay.
No.
All you Chicago people like all know each other somehow.
Yeah.
Alkaline Trio from Chicago.
Big, huge Alkaline Trio guy. But I'm 30. I just turned 32.
Oh, wow.
I'm a bit like younger than those guys.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
32. That's young, dude.
I guess, yeah.
It's young enough to still feel young, but old enough to be old.
For sure.
So you're definitely
I certainly
not...
don't want to be younger. Like I'm definitely like loving life more with each passing year, which feels great.
That's how I feel. I'm 44 and I don't want to be any other age.
No.
And when I'm 45, I hope I feel the same way.
Yeah. Hope so.
I think aging is kind of if you embrace it, you can do it well.
Yeah.
And it's hard to watch people that don't want to age because you can't stop it.
For sure.
Just got to kind of go with it.
Yeah. I don't know. I've been on a nice, like, steady upward trajectory, which has been really nice. It makes me not like yearn for being 22. That sucked so bad. But
how long did it take you from when you decided I want to make music or I want to do like when did you move out here and was it to pursue creative?
yeah, I mean, I moved out here with a very little structure and very little idea of what I wanted to do. I just figured that if I was in LA, I would give myself my best shot. But I really wasn't thinking too critically about like anything other than just like being in the zone with good weather. And I had a very limited idea of what LA was. I thought I'd be able to like work retail and then like live on the beach. I was like so stupid. Yeah. I
Me
just,
too.
like, walk across the street after my shift and like jump in the water.
It's like TV. I'll
Like,
work at a hot dog stand.
It's like
and then
that
I'll
was
surf.
like the show. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that was like totally not it at all.
It's a grind here. It's hustle.
For sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like super, and it's not a super convenient place to be poor at all. It
Not
sucks
at all.
so bad.
It's a terrible place to not have money.
Yeah. But then once you're in it, like you don't want to move home. So you're just like kind of stuck in this like weird, like kind of purgatory zone. And I was stuck in it for like 8 years.
Wow.
Yeah. I just couldn't figure it out. I couldn't figure out how to make more than like $15 an hour for the first 8 years I was here. I was trying as hard as I could.
Yeah.
And so it's like I sort of compartmentalized my whole vibe and like just trying to survive and pay rent. That I wasn't even thinking about doing anything creative. I kind of like put that out of my head in like the first 2 years. I was like, I can't even focus on this at all. Then I got that ICM gig and I just like sat in a basement and delivered packages for 3.5 years. And that's when I was like, okay, I got health insurance.
This is a good job.
It was
good.
fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I was just like, I'm not using any of my brain capacity to like do the work.
Yeah.
Is a lot. Like there would be like 3 hours where I would just sit in the basement and do nothing.
Right.
Like, I was trying a Cubs game or whatever.
Not a terrible job.
No, yeah, it was totally fine. If I had known going into it that I was going to like use the time to be creative, maybe I would have gotten somewhere sooner. But it wasn't until like probably like 3 years in where I was just kind of like staring down the barrel at never getting out of there.
Yeah.
And being like, I gotta do something to switch it up. And I just gotten out of a relationship that was kind of tough, and so I just wrote a couple songs and recorded them. And
So that came first.
uh,
Music.
yeah,
And then you started making those videos.
yeah. So I recorded 2 songs. Then I sent them around to like different indie labels because I was like, I'd love to flesh out an EP, but I can't afford it. And I'm really not like, I'm like a studio guy. Like I like to go in, play drums, play real instruments, like all that stuff. At that time I needed it to be a transaction for me to motivate me to actually release it. Cause at the time I was like, oh my God, I just spent $300. Like this has to come out. Cause I'm not going to waste $300 like that. I needed that sort of like motivation to do it. So I did that and then signed an indie label deal with Terrible Records.
Mm-hmm.
And then they gave me advance, so which was more than my yearly salary at ICM, so I quit. That was
Great.
the first time I had ever gotten paid for anything up front. And as soon as I got money up front for something,
You were like,
open
boom.
up. I was like, this is what I've been waiting
Light
for
bulb.
my entire
Yeah.
life. Like I'm no longer bound to like the weekly paycheck. Now I have a year to figure out how to make more.
Right.
And then I realized right away that I was like really good at living life like that. So yeah, and then I started the TikToks during COVID, but I got the music advance first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's weird. I think most people don't look at it this way because they're not in the music business. But once you kind of get in, I always said, if I can get my foot in the door,
Yeah.
it's going to be a problem for everyone. 'Cause
Yeah.
I'm going to go in and I'm going to work harder and I'm going to. But how was the big question. It's such a mystery.
Yeah.
When I started, when we left home 17, 18, and then we looked at everyone around us at our age and they were all going to college.
Mm-hmm.
And it wasn't necessarily a great option for us. It was pretty complicated to figure out how we could go to college, money and and grades and all that. And I was like, you know what? I have 4 years. By the time they're done graduating, if I don't make this happen, I'll just go get a job. I'll go get some respectable job, I guess, like that someone else would get, and work my way up in some, job at some company somewhere in my mind.
Yeah.
And then we just worked really hard at it. And by 20, we had gotten our record deal.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was ahead of schedule, which I liked. But I think that setting goals like that, like you got that first, you may have like maybe subconsciously, because I don't ever want to rule out that there was a part of you that wasn't fiercely determined to do exactly what you're doing, whether you were fully conscious that you wanted it that bad or decided it. I think sometimes we struggle between those two parts of ourselves.
Yeah.
Like the brain or the conscious part of us is like, we're only thinking in math. What's possible? What are the possibilities? What's the odds, right? And so we've kind of been like conditioned by the world to kind of look at things in terms of what is possible at face value based on what I think I'm worth and what people think I'm worth and where I'm from and who my family is, whatever. So I think there's this conscious part of us that makes a face value judgment even on ourselves, but there's a subconscious part of us, the creative part of us, where all these ideas come from. Your music is really good. That doesn't come from, that's not an accident.
Right.
Like, I listen to your records and I go, someone put effort into this because it's really good.
Yeah.
They didn't just like shit it out.
Right.
It's fucking good. Because I see you with a big ceiling, like a very high ceiling. I think if you're not already acting, you will. If you're not writing comedies or movies, and it doesn't have, you could also, I'm not boxing you in with comedy. It's just the first meal I've had at your restaurant, right?
For sure, yeah.
Drama could be a thing. But all I'm saying is like, I think there's the potential is endless. And I want to say it's endless for everyone, but not everyone's willing to put themselves out there to see, right? But so when I think of the you in that time, kind of 8 years in the like, let's call it contemplation phase.
Yeah.
Right. I always try to like label things so I can understand what someone was doing.
Sure.
And so 8 years spent wandering in contemplation, looking for the opportunity to create. And then you take a step, do your songs, you get a deal, and then you get confirmation that you were right, that something in you was right, that you could do that.
Yeah.
And then you give yourself a timeline. Okay, I have 1 year till this money runs out.
Yeah.
To figure out how to replicate my win there. And like, I only break all this down because people listening, most of the people that listen to this show, most of them are actually like looking for insight into how to accomplish things.
For sure, yeah.
And grow.
Yeah, and I mean, you're totally right. I certainly could have been like, I probably obviously was motivated by like a lot of subconscious things, but I think after struggling to make money for so long and getting into it so late, for me to be like financially motivated to make like decisions about this, it's not like the sexiest thing in the world, but it actually like freed up me to make like sort of like objective decisions without like vanity or
but
like
I think
ego shit
sexy
involved.
is a really false idea, right?
Oh, yeah.
We can paint ourselves up sexy. We can put makeup on. We can suck things in, and we can get in the right angle, and we can be sexy.
Yeah.
But reality is reality.
Yeah, totally.
And I would say that 99.9% of people are financially motivated to take steps forward
For sure.
over everything else, because we all have to eat. We all need a roof over our heads, and we all have to like take care of our families, our growing families, our dream of having a family. Most people can't even start the dream of having a family until they feel like they have financial security.
Yeah.
And financial insecurity is probably the number one problem that everyone, myself included, financial was my biggest inspiration to make it.
Yeah.
Because grew up with nothing, and it was always a problem. Every $100, every $50, every $20 you needed for something was always an obstacle.
Yeah, it doesn't leave a lot of space to think about creative stuff when you have to think about
$50.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
Yeah.
And like people forget how real that is when we talk about creative.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. So it just like it freed it up for me for the entire year. And to be able to be like, I have this clock runs out at the end of the year. So how do I turn this into more? And that was awesome. And to be able to think about the label deal, I don't know. I had a very good idea of like what a record label was at that point too, which for me has always just been a bank, you know, who gives out forgivable loans for you to like do your thing. And that's what it was.
That's what they are.
And to think about it as anything more than that is like, I don't know. I'm fortunate to, I think, have a real head about it.
So I think that, right, if we kind of expand on that, because at its very baseline, it is that.
Yeah.
When you find a great partnership, there's a ton of other things you can experience and get in a good partnership.
I'm more talking about like my mindset going in,
right?
You know, it's just like at least I get to cash this check and then make something and then try and make more, however like good or fruitful the relationship is along the way. That like sort of like in my head, that's just seen as just like an extra sort of luxury to that, you know, initial money that you get. And it's just sort of helped me navigate it in a way to just basically like manage expectations and be like, the only thing that this means is that I'm getting money to make music, and that's my job for the year. Yeah. And that's awesome. So it's been cool. It's been a fun run.
Do you like the touring?
I do. Yeah. I think about this whole career. I try not to like break down what I think about each individual aspect, because nothing really like I love the cumulative like whole that this life gives me.
Yeah.
Do I like certain parts of touring? Yeah. Are some of it's awful, you know?
Yeah.
And like, so it's like,
well, it constricts you.
Yeah.
Touring is not like total freedom. Touring is you're on a schedule every day.
Yeah.
It's Groundhog's Day every day. The shows are great for the hour and a half you play.
Yeah.
But everything else is kind of just like a box you have to stay in. You can't just run around and do
That's
whatever you want.
Cool. That's kind of cool for me, because I'm such a space cadet in normal life. So touring is like my one opportunity to have like a regimented schedule. And what I really like about it is that like I'm very much like affected by like the American way of like, oh, I'm being productive, and so my brain feels good, that type of way. But like I hate working, right? So touring is like the one opportunity where I can sit in a car for like 10 hours, and that's my job for the day.
Right.
And so I'm tricking my brain to be like, I'm at work. I literally have to get from freaking, you know, Vancouver to LA in X amount of days. So like I get the serotonin or whatever the hell from sitting in a car or feeling productive, and I get to space out. It's like the ultimate. It's like my dream. Like I love that. Like everyone asks me what my favorite part about touring is, and it's literally just sitting in the car, staring out the window, and feeling like, well, someone's forcing me to be here, but I'm doing nothing and being productive at the same time. It's freaking awesome. Yeah. That's
my
cool.
job to stare off into nothing.
Yeah. Then we get to the venue, then load in sound check. I hate sound checking. It's like every night.
So do I.
Like whenever
I used to never go to sound check.
Oh, that's awesome. That's my dream. That's where I want to get to.
I used to just not go.
That's sick. That's a very cool move.
And then it became a thing. Like Joel doesn't sound check. And I'm like, now I do actually. Now I actually, all these years later, I actually appreciate sound
Would you
check.
go on stage and your mixes would be fucked sometimes? And
I just never thought about my mix.
Wow. That's cool.
I never used in-ears.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn.
I just was a different animal when it came to like precision. I didn't really care about the mix. I didn't know what a good mix was, what a bad mix was.
Wow.
If I can hear myself, you get to a point where like the monitor guy knows you,
And they were your guys, yeah?
and they're on tour with you for long enough but I never gave them notes. And they must have been, I don't know if it was the best job to work with me or the worst job, because I know they care about what they do.
Did you just get like a standard mix being like, y'all know what I kind of like, just do that?
Yeah.
That's cool.
And everybody else used in-ears, but me and Benj, we would just use, my brother, we were right next to each other on stage, and we each had two monitors. And I always thought it was hard for me with in-ears because I tried them once and I was like, I'm never doing that again.
Because you felt separated from
the
audience?
You feel like you're in your own head.
Yeah.
And when you have just monitors, you can hear the crowd.
Yeah.
And it just feels more like you're in the room.
Yeah. So I'm the exact opposite. I'm such an introvert and I had such bad stage frights. That was like my biggest hang up. Like the whole stuff, like I got my fan base during COVID. So the first shows I ever played were all sold out. So I never got
Where was your first show?
first show was at Subterranean in Chicago.
Okay.
And we did 2 of those. And it was really strange because that's a 400 cap room. And I had like over 1 million followers on TikTok at that point, but like the music wasn't quite at the fan base that it is now.
Right.
So I was like internet famous to a lot of people. But I was playing like this small room, and the green room was just like a curtain, and like it didn't have like a private bathroom or anything. So I feel like I might have been more famous than bands that normally sell out that venue, just because I had the whole TikTok thing, and I like really don't vibe in like crowds or whatever, or like talking to people and stuff.
Yeah, you get freaked out.
I get real freaked out. Yeah.
How do you get freaked out? Just
I describe it as like if you and I were at a restaurant, like a noisy restaurant with a bunch of people talking around us, I would hear all the conversations at
Instead
different
of
tables.
ours.
Yeah, going on or at least at the same volume. I can't really block that out unless I have like a couple beers or cocktails or something. So when I was like playing those first shows, it was like just kind of like a wall of like vibes going back and forth, and I completely dissociate. Like I played them, but I didn't have too much fun. And then as soon as we started like going to the more kind of like appropriate sized venues for the amount of people that were going there, I got in-ears in, and I was like, oh, this fucking rocks. Like, oh my God, I can just totally like actually be in my own head.
Yeah.
Do the show, pop. And so the first shows we did, it was like there might as well have been a wall between like me and the audience. I did that sort of like strategically. And now this past time, I'm comfortable enough to the point where I'll pop out near just to like catch a vibe with the audience or whatever. And it's become a much more comfortable hybrid. But those first couple runs were pretty difficult for me. Now it's chill. Now it's like I don't get nervous at all, which is great.
How many shows do you do on like each leg of your tour?
I did 14 last time.
Yeah.
So it's like a little 20-day run.
I saw you did the 930 Club.
Yeah.
That's where I'm from.
Really? That was my favorite venue and favorite show I've ever played.
It's a great venue.
It was awesome. It was great. Yeah. I loved it. And I love it when like a city will surprise you. Because I had no notion of like what DC was like other than just like the White House is there and like what's a bunch of politicians walking around.
Yeah.
So to go play a sold out show there, it's like I can't believe, and have everyone as hyped as they were. It was just like a really special feeling. That's
venue.
my favorite thing. Yeah,
Yeah.
It was really cool, and the people were great. That and like Carborough, North Carolina, were like 2 favorite shows I've ever played. It was awesome.
USA.
Yeah.
How do you feel about like how it's done? You feel happy?
Yeah, I feel great.
Feels like it's done really well.
Yeah, I feel it's like all I can look for is just incremental growth. It's like did I put something out that I'm really proud of, and I'm in a better spot than I was beforehand, and I can answer yes to all those questions. Awesome.
There's the song that I love on that album is "Fuck Off."
Freedom to fuck up.
Yeah,
It's
so good.
That's what we were just talking about with the financial security thing too. It's just like the paradox and with that whole thing.
It's weird, right?
But yeah. But that's my favorite one I think I've ever written.
During that 8 years that you were really like struggling to figure it out, were your parents supportive, or were they like, "What the fuck are you doing?"
They were really supportive in the sense that like, my mom always over worries about me,
right?
And I've had to like, it's because she loves me so much,
That's nice.
and it's great.
Yeah.
And as I've gotten older, I've been able to separate it. It's just like, oh, she's just being a mom and shit. You know what I mean? It's where we've grown past the point where we can really give each other, career advice. She's a nurse. Like what, but she's always been super supportive, just like let me do my thing, including like get C's in high school. Like I never
Yeah, I was
about
pretty
any.
terrible in school.
Yeah, and they were totally chill about that. And yeah, that I mean, I've never felt anything but support, the emotional support from either of my folks.
That's nice.
Yeah,
Do you have siblings?
yeah, I've got a little sister and a big sister.
Oh, cool.
Yeah,
The middle boy.
yes,
So
Yeah.
you're a gentleman.
yeah, I
Yeah.
think so. Yeah,
Two sisters.
yeah.
I feel like sisters make us they. I don't know. Having a sister, I feel like it's a good thing.
I'm happy about it.
Yeah.
I'm happy about it.
Are you married?
No, I'm engaged.
Oh, you're engaged.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Thanks.
That's nice.
Yeah, I'm stoked on it. I'm really excited.
Is she creative?
Yeah, we're in her company. She owns a tinned fish company called Fish Wipe.
What is it?
It's like she makes tinned fish, like sardines.
Oh,
and
cool.
salmon and stuff. Yeah.
She loves fish.
Like, yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
I'll have to make a company about it, but
Do you guys eat a lot of fish?
I do. Yeah. 'Cause I'm like on this whole new like workout thing, so I'm always looking for like quick ways to get protein and stuff. So I'll eat like a fish can a day, and then go out to the
Protein
gym.
is the key for putting on muscle.
I know. I've been struggling with my whole life, but
Yeah,
now
it's
I'm
hard
finally,
to get enough protein. We're supposed to get like a gram per pound,
Yeah.
which feels so
No,
unrealistic.
It's impossible. I did a free session with one of the trainers at the place that I go to, and the amount of protein that I was saying I had to eat a day to like, it's like I'd have to become a
Just to
professional
keep
eater.
your muscle, it's this much. To gain muscle, it's this much.
Yeah.
Feels impossible, but I think I know they're right because when I was like really focused on being fit, I was probably your age when I was in like the best shape I've ever been in. It was a lot of protein. It was like 4 times a day. It's like a job.
Yeah.
Eating protein. It's like another job.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't have time for another job right now. I just do the best I can.
How did you guys meet?
We met at ICM.
Oh, cool.
So she was an assistant, so I would like, stroll past her every day. Had a big crush on her. And
How long did
everything.
it take you to say hi?
We said hi right away. We're like
Okay.
homies.
Yeah.
But I was just like in love with her while I worked there. We didn't get together till COVID. So like 6-7 years later.
Wow.
Yeah. We just kept in touch and stuff.
That's sweet.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
It's the best. It's the best thing in my life.
Mine too. My wife I've been with her for 17 years and she's the best thing that ever happened to me.
Hell yeah.
It's cool when you can figure that part out.
Oh, totally. It takes a lot of pressure off to some of the work stuff too.
Yeah.
Because I give the majority of what keeps me going is just like my life outside of the music stuff.
Yeah.
It's hiking with her. It's living. You know what I mean.
You guys hike a lot?
Oh yeah. All
Where
the time.
do you hike? Or where are some of the spots? I don't want to give away your favorite spot if you don't want to be bothered by people, but
I go on solo hikes in Altadena all the time just because it's close to where I live. But
Yeah.
we go to Ojai like all the time.
Ojai is awesome.
Like a day trip to Ojai. My favorite thing in the world to do with her is to go all day hiking in Ojai, and then we'll go to the Ojai Valley Inn for a cocktail at the bar.
Yeah, go on a hike and then drink.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a perfect day. And then if we can get home, good time, watch a movie, then it's like the trifecta. But
I love Ojai.
yeah, it's awesome.
Have you ever hiked up in Santa Barbara?
Yeah.
I love Santa Barbara.
Yeah. The Punch Bowls hike in Santa Barbara.
Yeah.
Really, really cool. Really cool. It's
Santa
my
Barbara is
favorite.
awesome for all that stuff.
Yeah. I'd move up there tomorrow if I could, but
That's where I
I
want to
can't.
retire.
Yeah.
I mean, if I ever retire, that's where I would retire.
Yeah.
Santa Barbara's the shit.
Yeah. It's so nice.
We go up there whenever we can.
Well, you get those like Central Coast vibes that I really, really love.
Yeah.
Without necessarily like being in it. And then you can just like bob down to LA anytime you want if you need to do a meeting or whatnot, or go to a new fancy restaurant or whatever you like.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's pretty ideal zone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's some fancy stuff up there too.
Yeah.
But it feels like, I don't know, it feels like it's a little bit of a time capsule because there's not a ton of development and stuff happening up there. So I don't think it'll ever happen up there. And the ocean's right there.
Yeah.
It's really nice.
I love it.
What's a week like for you? Do you have like a schedule? Do you keep for like making videos, or do you keep it pretty loose?
I keep it pretty loose.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I kind of just like one of my managers has been my best friend since we were in first grade.
That's cool.
Yeah, and we make all the videos together too. So it's kind of like on Monday morning, I wake up at like 10:30. He wakes up around the same time.
What time do you go to bed?
I try to go to bed and sleep at all, but it doesn't happen a lot. I'm like an insomniac.
So you stay up all night.
Yeah, but then I'll finally like pass out at around like 4 or 5 when I can't sleep, and I'll sleep
Oh.
till 11, and I'll feel fine. I mean, that schedule
Yeah.
like works for me. But if I have to be up for something at like 8:30 or 9, then I just like won't sleep the night before, and I'm pretty functional the next day. But a couple rounds of that, I start looking a little worse for wear.
What do you think it is?
Just internal dialogue, just can't shut off. And it's not even like bad stuff. It's like good stuff a lot of the time too. I just get like hyped on ideas and have
Yeah.
like conversations in my head and songs stuck in my head. And all that stuff makes it hard to go to bed.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Feels a little crazy.
Well,
In a good way, but like when I watch your videos and when I listen to your songs, I definitely hear someone that's talking to themselves about something.
oh yeah. Yeah.
And even in your videos, they're funny, but I feel like I was wondering today when I was thinking about talking to you, I was like, I wonder if those sketches are happening every day, all day long, and how do you turn it off, and how do you not just
Yeah.
get like completely sidetracked in an idea of a sketch when you're getting a coffee and someone says something,
Right.
and then
Yeah.
you're like, you start having one of those sketches happen in your head. I
Yeah.
mean, that's how I like to imagine
Yeah.
what the inside of your brain feels like.
Well, I dissociate a lot, so I'm
Yeah.
very dissociative. So if I have to like I don't go to coffee shops to get coffee because I don't like all the stimuli that goes along with like being in a coffee shop.
So you make it at home.
Yeah. I'll try and do whatever I can at home, so I just like don't have to like go to the grocery store or like any of that
Wow.
shit. It just tweaks me out. I
You
don't
have a garden?
We got a nice backyard. It's cool.
You grow your own food?
No, I
You
wish I was that-
Instacart?
Yeah, sometimes.
Right.
Sometimes, and then yeah, my fiance does a lot of the shopping.
Okay. She doesn't mind.
Yeah, no, not at all.
Okay.
Not at all. But yeah, and a lot of like, I don't know. Yeah, I guess when you have that much internal dialogue going on and then you get in a conversation with someone, I think I start to go on like autopilot, and my brain will just like, I'll just start saying words that like from context clues I know will just get the job done to get me
Right.
through the conversation.
Yeah.
But then I'll like become aware of that. And sometimes I'll just like completely like leave my body in the most like mundane conversations.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's just like,
Are
it's
you
tough to
are
turn it off.
you ADD, ADHD
I'm
person?
sure I never got tested for any of that stuff.
Right.
Just I think like when I was a little kid, my mom didn't want me to be like on medication or anything,
Right.
or like that type of stuff. And I
yeah.
was just like, I'd probably rather like go on with a excitement for life than just like be dosed with meth every day kind of
Yeah.
vibe.
Yeah. Or be
And like
labeled.
get seized, like who cares, you know? So she was good about that, but I never got like a clinical diagnosis for anything, and I'm happy about that because I don't know, I kind of like not.
Well, you
I'm
kind of know
doing
you
good,
are. You
know?
kind of know you are already. I don't think
Yeah.
I think there's this like spectrum that we're all on.
Yeah.
That like I'm ADD, ADHD.
Mm-hmm.
I've had to learn how to like function,
Mm-hmm.
and I have, and it still gets in the way sometimes. Like, there's no way that if I get left in charge, that anything in the routine
Oh hell no. Yeah.
is going to be done. Like,
It's so funny getting in trouble for forgetfulness.
yeah,
Because like, yeah, that my excuse is I fucking forgot. Like,
and
it wasn't my choice.
If you could
Yeah.
remember, you would.
Yeah.
That's the hardest part to
I
explain.
was thinking about something else, and I didn't want to be thinking about it either. I would have much rather been present and made a better decision. But
and it can be overwhelming.
oh yeah,
I've learned how to like manage it. And I'm 12 years older than you. So at your age, I was still in the throes of like coming to terms with it and going, okay, no. Some of it I need to like contain and direct it at certain things. And some of it I need to try to figure out how I work. And it's not how everyone else works.
Right.
And like over like 10 or 11 years, I started to figure out like better ways for me to do it versus anyone else.
Yeah.
And like it's more like idiosyncratic. And I think like I got it to a place where I can function way better than I used to. Because I think in music, you know, and we were in a music career and it was just kind of, there's a part of it that feels chaotic. It just feels like nothing makes sense and it's super chaos. And I think part of that kind of calms your ADD.
Yeah.
And some of it inflames it.
Yeah.
So it's hard but it's very hard to explain to someone like, oh, I didn't think of that. I forgot. Or that's just not something my brain will ever retain.
Right. I made some lifestyle changes that like catered to the way that my brain works in a way that allowed me to feel productive and be productive for the first time. So it's like, I think it's about like finding the sweet spot between making those changes and then fixing the stuff that doesn't allow you to be like a part of like regular society at all, or like maintain like healthy relationships with friends and family and stuff. So it's interesting to you know, you pick which ones you really, really want to like maybe like be uncomfortable with for a little bit, so long as it doesn't sacrifice your creative output. And then there's stuff that you just have to be like, this is the way I am. This is the way that I work. I know it probably sucks to be around, but it's the only way that I'm going to be able to make any money at all. So yeah, kind of like that. Like I know that
That's the game.
sleeping in till 11 gets me, it works for me, you know? It's the only way that I can have enough energy to be able to like write sketches and songs. And that's my job. That's what I do. But I know that there's probably going to be a certain point where like I can't sleep until 11 every day because I have to do this project or this thing. So it's like I'm going to have to work at this. I'm going to have to figure out how to fix this thing.
Yeah, but you will when you need to.
Right. Yeah.
That's the thing I've learned is you have kids and then suddenly you do find yourself getting up early and it's not a problem.
Yeah.
Because you want something more.
Yeah. That's what the Freedom to Fuck Off is about, that last stanza where it's like talking about rejecting all notions of like organized, like structured life, but still wanting to make money, and then reaching the conclusion. It's like, so what do I want? I want to be a real man. I want to be a father. I'm tired of thinking about me. I think I need to worry about a daughter. So being able to put all your needs aside just to focus on this one other person, and then you both are better because of it. But that's largely like the theme of like
True.
the whole record, and that song is kind of like the centerpiece of everything.
It's true. Well, I mean, as artists, like we can be self-obsessed.
Yeah.
We can be like trapped in our head. And I don't think just artists. I think people, like most people, have an interpersonal relationship and dialogue going on all the time, and they're not artists.
Right.
But it's something like getting outside of ourselves. It's why, like if you know anything about like AA programs for people who suffer from addiction, number one thing is be of service and gratitude. Which is just like get outside of yourself. You have this affliction with yourself, and getting outside of that and focusing on someone else gives you this relief, right? Yeah. I don't think it's just for people with addiction. I think it's a through line for people. Acts of service and gratitude are like two of the most powerful things we can do to get outside of ourselves. It's funny because when you're suffering from anxiety or depression, they say like the number one thing you can do first is move your body, go out and do something physical, and get back into your body and do something good for you, and it'll make you feel a little better. But I think artistically, especially your art, you benefit from being in your head.
Yeah, that's something that I struggle with that idea a lot.
But it'll be a struggle because your livelihood is actually being who you are,
right?
Being in your head.
Yeah.
So and likely a thing that whether you looked at it as a weakness or not, if when you were younger, if people said, "Oh, you get terrible grades," and you're not, it doesn't feel like. I could imagine if I just imagine the kid who's in Chicago, who's got C's, who's loves music, likely not getting a ton of trophies for this kind of achievements at that age. Like, there's the kids that are the superstar whatever. Like they're the dancer, they're the theater, they're the sports kid, they're the math elite, the spelling bee champ. And like, I was kind of the same. Like I wasn't really good at anything.
Yeah.
And you wouldn't have even said I was good at singing or making art. Like I was just a very average, like bad grade kid who didn't seem to have like a ton of drive, except me and my brother started a candy business when we were in middle school and we were making like hundreds of dollars a week selling candy.
Oh, damn.
And we were really into it.
Like homemade candy? Or?
No, we would just go buy bulk candy
yeah.
from like the store. They'd have those bulk candy barrels at the grocery store
Yeah.
where you could buy like penny, nickel, quarter, or they would sell it by the pound. So you would just scoop the candy in. There would be like Jolly Ranchers or like lollipops or whatever, right? And then we would buy like candy bars and we'd have different sizes. And then we would sell like every week. We would come with a variety of this is what we have this week. And we would sell things for like a quarter, $1.
You had that entrepreneurial spirit.
Yeah.
From a young age.
And we loved it. It still stands out to me as like probably the best 3 months of my like youth.
Yeah.
And then we got busted.
Yeah.
After like 3 months, we were just making
too
money
big.
hand over fist.
Yeah.
And they shut us down, got kicked out of school. We had to go and like beg to be back in school.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it was terrible.
Just for living the American dream.
And that's the thing though, is you would think like we weren't hurting anyone.
Yeah.
And it was this, it turned into like this terrible experience. My parents were upset and my grades were already bad. But I remember I bought my first pair of Jordans and I was so proud
Yeah.
of those shoes.
Yeah.
That was probably like my shining moment in like that I did something, accomplished something. I bought those shoes and I had cash.
That's cool. Yeah. I didn't have that probably till I signed that first record deal. But I don't know. Because I've been so in my head for all of it. I never had anything like bring me out of it.
If you can survive 8 years in LA on, not making money and figuring it out, like you can survive anywhere, because this is the toughest town when it comes to like not having a lot of money and being able to like navigate this place and still retain your self-esteem.
Yeah.
It can be really hard.
Yeah. It sucked.
When I moved here, it was on our third record, and
Were y'all were still in DC before
yeah.
that? Oh,
yeah.
word.
So, and I was in DC actually before I moved here. I lived there. I grew up in Maryland. I remember moving here and thinking, God, I feel like such a loser. And I had success, but it's such a big, overwhelming town. And
Yeah.
there's always going to be a richer guy, a guy with more hits, a more famous guy, a better looking guy, somebody who grew up here and with a family name. There's just so much greatness or perceived greatness that anyone could come here and feel. If you have any self-esteem issues, you can come here and feel really bad about yourself. The thing that I think probably challenged you your whole life of being in your head is your strength. It's the thing that generates all your success.
It made everything else make sense.
Yeah.
And it made like the stuff that I struggled with when I was a kid make a lot more sense, which like helped too. But it's just like if you were told my fifth grade teacher that I make a living by coming up with imaginary conversations in my head and then writing songs where I like write all the parts in my head, like all that stuff, it would be like, oh, well, that makes sense that you weren't paying attention to anything,
Hey, you were practicing.
Yeah, for sure. And that just didn't materialize until I was 29. So,
In perfect time, though.
oh, totally. Yeah. I wouldn't have rather done it any other way. And it allows me to just like have so much gratitude for what's going on right now too. So it's awesome. It's really awesome.
It is awesome. I'm only sitting here kind of like, that's how I think, as I always want to make things make sense to me.
Yeah.
And I also like truly at the core, I want to help people help make sense of their life.
Yeah.
And of themselves.
Yeah.
And because I always think about when someone's listening to these conversations, because likely people listening to this know you, right? They enjoy what you do, but there's a lot more they can get from you than that.
Yeah.
Because I think we only get to be ourselves. We don't get to, some people make a life out of trying to be someone else, which is, and some of those people succeed, and that's what they become good at.
Yeah.
But a lot of people end up in like kind of a cycle of confusion. And I think that like making sense of ourselves and how we think and how we operate, and then being able to analyze ourselves, and then and not completely overhaul anything, but refine some things, we can become better versions of ourselves. I think that's like the work we have to do in life.
Yeah.
And so I love having conversations with people like you, like people that are really successful creatives. I know from experience, my experience, really successful creatives have found a way to be themselves and channel what everyone thought was the reason that they would never make it.
Sure. Yeah.
Is the reason they made it.
Yeah.
Because they've just learned how to be themselves.
Yeah.
And exist on this planet as a unique individual. It would be very hard for anyone else to replicate what you do.
Yeah. It's crazy. Yeah. And it happened during COVID when I was having zero human interaction.
Which is probably you enjoy.
Oh, yeah, I fucking loved it. Yeah. But yeah, it's cool. It's cool.
Do you want to be a dad one day?
Oh yeah, totally.
Cool.
Yeah. And I didn't for so long.
Fun.
But I totally like changed my tune. I think that it really takes finding the person that you want to do that
100%.
with. And to me, I'm stoked that like it wasn't just sort of like a lifelong dream, and it's just something that I'm like very like newly stoked on because I've share my life with this person. And that to me seems like the I don't know. I'm just kind of stoked on that. It makes it very exciting. Because it's specific to like an individual.
Yeah.
It's like almost like a magnetic force.
That's when it's the most fun too.
Yeah.
I've had a lot of fun with having kids, but it's because of the person.
Yeah.
She's the responsible adult. In my mind, she really does like have a good idea of how the general stuff should be.
Yeah.
Like all the stuff that I don't think about decorating our house. I just think,
Yeah.
oh, this is cool. That's cool.
Yeah.
Or it's nice here.
Yeah.
But I don't have a better idea than she does on like a lot of stuff. School. I didn't really care where they went to school. Because school just never really mattered to me.
Yeah.
Just didn't seem important to me.
Yeah.
And I know it is. For some people, it really is. So I'm glad she has a good idea on like a lot of the key stuff.
Yeah, totally. It's fun to think of it as like a really incredible opportunity,
Yeah.
to be able to, hopefully be able to create someone who's half this person.
Yeah.
That's really, really neat to me. It's a crazy concept.
It's pretty
It's
crazy.
so fun. It's like the most normal thing to do. Is the most like far out thing that I could ever think about happening.
Do you think the music career, do you see it just going and going?
Yeah, it's hard for me to see anything going and going. So no, but I trust that it will.
You don't think too far ahead.
I don't think far ahead at
Wow.
all. Yeah, I think a year.
It's so
ahead.
good.
Oh, thank you. I'm like right now. All I'm thinking about is like I know I'm gonna do another record.
So you're already kind of
Because I'm
that.
thinking about it, I'm imagining it, I'm getting kind of like the mental pieces in place, and that's all I can think about right now. But I'm stoked as hell. I was like so excited to do another one. But that's all I have the capacity to think about.
Right.
Yeah.
What's your favorite sketch you've ever done? Do you have one?
Yeah, I have a couple. There's some of them that just like you see it when it's done, and you're just like, oh, we nailed that.
Because exactly what I thought.
Yeah, because like we put out so many. We put out less now because I'm busy touring and the album rollout and stuff. But when we were really doing them like 3-4 times a week, we made this rule. It's like 80% and it's done. We're putting this out tonight no matter what. We're gonna start it today, finish it today, yada yada. So I'd do it all in my notes app, and I'd write out the dialogue to be like paced and timed out like for a minute to the best of my ability. And I'd nail it sometimes, and Will, the guy that I do it with, would nail the editing sometimes, and But sometimes I would like write too many lines of dialogue, and sometimes he would like pause for a millisecond too long on an edit. None of these issues are a big enough deal to try and fix it.
Right.
It's like we'll do another one tomorrow. Who cares?
Yeah.
And then there's some times where we just hit the sweet spot in both, and it's perfect. And like the pacing of that was perfect. And to me, I think we did one with some cornhole boards where it's just like half a guy who got cut off and he was stuck in the cornhole boards and like sticks, and he's just like his last dying wish was just pull a prank on his friends, so he throws the bag out of the hole. And that's my favorite one, I think.
The cornhole.
Yeah, half a guy in the cornhole board.
Yeah.
I wrote an original piece of music for that one specifically, and I called it Bags Theme, because cornholes, we call it Bags in Chicago, and so I called that Bags Theme, and I actually put that on. That's the leading track for USA, called Bags Theme. I just didn't change the name.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's like my favorite like thing that we've ever done. So that's like another thing. It's like how the worlds kind of inform each other a little bit.
Yeah.
But yeah, I like that one a lot.
I like the train one.
Oh, the one we just did?
Yeah.
Yeah, that one was fun too.
It was funny.
That was like that was a really on the spot one, because we went there to originally do the one with I watched the show Godless.
Yeah.
Where the guy keeps being like, I've seen my death. And so I thought it'd be funny if the guy had seen his death, but it was just because he was like chose to eat 17 balloons. So we went out there in Altadena to film that one, and we had like a bunch of time just to kill, I guess, and we were just chilling in that zone. I thought the outfits were funny.
Yeah.
And then we were just like, should I write another one real quick? So I just took 30 minutes, and I don't know how that popped in my head. I hadn't thought about Train in like years. I just think they're a funny band.
Yeah.
And I just thought of, I don't know.
It's a great play on it. Do you ever think about writing like movies or TV?
Yeah. So I think about it. A lot of people are thinking about it for me. I'm probably thinking about it more than I am.
Yeah.
But I just like writing sketches so much. It's hard for me to branch out and think about things in a more like long form way.
Right.
When you're writing an album, you can sort of like compartmentalize into song by song by song. It's really hard for me to think about like a movie at once. But totally, I'm not gonna say like,
you would probably like be really good in like a cohort of like a couple writers.
Yeah.
Right. Like
totally.
you guys
I'm like,
could all
y'all
just
do
play.
big picture. Let me dial in the dialogue.
Yeah.
And make that super funny. I think I'd be able to do something like that pretty well. We've always got like ideas flowing back and forth. Like, of course I'm thinking about it. It would be dumb for me not to. But well, yeah, I don't know. I like that stuff. I did a scene in a movie. I was acting in a movie recently.
Yeah. What is it?
It's called Sitting in Bars with Cake. And it was an Amazon movie. I don't know. Cool. I had so much fun doing it. It was like a 15-hour day. I said 6 lines. Like, holy shit. I was like looking at the girls who were starting the movie. I was like, you have to do this every day. Oh my God.
It's long days.
Yeah.
Acting is long days. I couldn't do it. I have a lot of respect for actors and actresses.
I don't think I processed what was going on or what it took. And then I was just, I was just like, I'm fucking exhausted.
It's hard work.
I got to come back tomorrow. Oh my God.
And they have to like prepare for these movies. And they have to get in shape in different ways for different roles, and all the pre-production and the preparation they have to do. Yeah. It just feels so overwhelming to me that anyone could spend that much time getting ready for that.
Now, everyone talks about famous actors being like there's always if you hear like hearsay about this guy being an asshole, this guy's being an asshole. It's like, no, it's like, all right, whatever. Like now I know what like the shit
I get
sucks.
it.
Yeah. Like they're making a lot of money, but like.
And people kind of dismiss things so easily.
Yeah.
So I think you get, in music too, you get a little bit jaded and a little bit kind of, I think, cynical or bitter when something that you put so much time and energy and work into gets kind of just dismissed.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, well, this movie came out during the writer's strike and whatnot. So... I had so much fun with it. It was one day, no skin off my back or whatever, but there was people who worked on this thing for like so long, and it couldn't even have like a premiere for it or promote it in any way. I was thinking about that. I was like, damn, I bet there's some people who are kind of sad about this.
How do you like doing promo for music?
Oh, I hate it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tough.
I hate it. There's a whole lot of people who hate that. I hate it too.
Everybody hates it.
Yeah.
Well, it's tough because you need to do it, I guess.
Yeah.
Right? It's always the worst part of putting an album out is promoting it.
Yeah.
Because you're going somewhere to promote this thing on someone else's platform, right? I mean, you could say you're here to promote your record. I don't feel like this is a promo type show, but we promote things inherently here. Like it's natural to talk about what we've worked on. But you go to do a TV show or you do an interview with a magazine, and I'd say like I wouldn't say that this is a majority or this is the rule, but when people are cycling through a place and they're promoting things every day, it just feels like they don't care.
Yeah.
The whole thing feels like unnatural.
Yeah. I have a particularly, I think, interesting ecosystem like within my own social media stuff too, because so many people follow me for their comedy videos. Like the way that I've been able to acquire fans is to have comedy videos go viral, to get new fans on social media, and for like fucking 1% of them to figure out that I do music. And then once they figure out I do music, it's an even smaller percentage that like it, you know, because like obviously music taste is so subjective and everything. So it's hard. You don't want to like alienate people who follow you for a certain thing and then force them to like something subjective by just batting them over the head with that. I mean, it's the way that I think I've been able to sell out 930 Club and have everyone screaming the lyrics is because they found me through this vessel that is like the comedy stuff.
But even in that, it's a bit organic.
It's
the
totally
ones
organic.
Who want it can get it. The ones who don't, you're fine with
and they
it.
could feel cool about it because I didn't really like force them into it, you know? Like they found it. I try and make it as easy as possible for them to find it. And of course, when I'm writing a record or releasing a song or coming out with a music video or something, I'm going to tell people to listen to it. It's all I can do. But I'm not really playing the whole, I'm not playing like the standard like TikTok social media game.
Right.
That I think that like.
I feel that though. I think most people, I do think that we're in a time now where like people are generally like, we'll look at those kind of planted videos because they'll be like in your algorithm or something. Yeah. But the people you follow, I feel like these days you kind of follow people that it feels authentic. Yeah. And like they're just making stuff they like. Yeah. And it's not too algorithmic. Right. Yeah. I feel like people have really learned that. Yeah. So it kind of evolves. Yeah. How many ideas do people bring to you? Like, hey, we want you to promote this. How much stuff do you turn down?
Are you talking about from like the label side to promote my own shit?
Or from brands, or just how many people bring opportunities to you and go, we want to do this and we'll pay you this much, and you have to turn it away because it's just not right for you?
With the brand stuff, I've always been like, oh, it's like kind of funny and super meta for me to like sell out in this way. And I think like people get it. So I've actually been like fortunate to like partner with some good companies that like understand that.
Yeah, well, you do it really well. When you do it, it doesn't feel like an ad. It's like, you're like, oh, I'll use that as a prop in one of my videos, or I'll do something smart around it, or but like, do you get a lot of bad ideas?
No.
Oh, no. Okay.
I don't think so. That's cool. When we first started doing TikTok, there was a lot more inquiries because brands were figuring out like what it was, like how to use it. I think they were just throwing everything at it. So I got like a couple of requests. I did a couple of videos for some like financial service companies. And after the second one, I was like, I'm not fucking doing that again. It just didn't make sense. But like, it was like, whatever.
You tried.
And like, people just like, I don't know. I just did one for Domino's, and I've loved Domino's. So it was like great.
That's one of the best.
And I think I felt kind of like, you know, I hadn't done one for a while.
I still think Domino's is one of the best tastiest pizzas.
Domino's is so good. Good.
I wonder why it's so good.
They just got it dialed. It's something
in the crust. You think they just put a bunch of sugar in the crust or something?
Maybe. I don't know. Yeah, it's something. But I did one for Domino's, and I actually I was logged out of my own TikTok for like 3.5 months because my manager had to change the password for some admin stuff, and I just forgot to ask him before it.
Wow.
So I wasn't logged in. We did the Domino's ad. I thought it was funny. You know, we posted it like a week and a half before, and I was driving back from the beach with my fiance, and I was like, "Oh, can you check out my page? Like, I posted a Domino's ad. Can you just like read me the hate comments that are on it? I just because I think they're funny sometimes. I just want to see what people are saying." She's going through it. She was just like, just ordered Domino's. Wow, you made Domino's look so good. Like all this stuff.
It worked.
It's like there wasn't one hate comment at all.
It's a pretty safe brand to do it with. Everybody likes Domino's.
Also, it's like all my fans are like, you know, like 30 to like 45 years old.
Yeah.
And like at that point, if you're on the internet like trolling someone for trying to make some money, it's like, come on, like grow the fuck up. But everyone's kind of like get that bag, yada yada yada.
Yeah.
So
they're celebrating.
Yeah, I never feel weird about it. If you like, fuck off. Like
yeah,
it's all good.
Do you love pizza?
I love pizza.
Yeah. What's your favorite pizza in LA?
I order from Joe's Pizza, that place from New York. I think they got a spot in Santa Monica in the Valley. That's really good. But I just got off the road. I haven't had a debit card in 8 years, I think.
Oh, wow.
I just put everything on a credit card. I lost it, and I just never replaced it 8 years ago. So I put everything on a credit card, and then I paid it off of my phone.
Yeah.
But as a result, I haven't like had cash for 8 years. But my favorite food is like tacos and like the tacos truck. So I'm really excited because we just got off tour and we just get the venue buyouts every night.
Yeah.
So I have like $150 in cash for the first time in so long. I'm just going to go crazy on tacos for the next month and a half probably.
A lot of people do Apple Pay now.
Yeah, but all the really, really good taco
tacos,
places I feel like are still in the cash only vibe. Like Angels.
Yeah.
They're still cash only and they're really, really good. So I'm going to be hitting that a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we got to figure out a way to get cash.
I know.
You could set up a weekly this is a thing. I learned about it. I actually learned about it from my wife because I was like, why do you get an envelope every week? And she was like, it's cash. And I was like, oh, you don't go to the ATM? And she goes, no, the bank can deliver cash. Like you can have cash delivered.
That's incredible.
Somehow, some way.
I love it.
I'm going to research that for you.
Another one of my favorite things is like
I go to the ATM.
Yeah.
I still like that.
I mean, I can't physically take money out from it because I don't have the debit card.
You could order another debit card.
I could do that, but then I would have to.
Then you'd have to get on the phone.
Yeah.
Wait.
The process of ordering a debit card is the culmination of like pretty much our entire conversation.
Yeah.
Like you should know I can't do something like that.
Yeah.
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 I do think that having cash available is it's a luxury.
Yeah.
But it's one that I think you've earned.
Yeah.
You should have cash available.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, always keep some cash on you.
I just went up to Tahoe and I went for the weekend and I went by myself and I had lost my wallet 3 days before. This was like a month ago. So I was going out without a wallet and I just learned how to use Apple Pay. So I was like proud of that. So I was like, all right, everything's going to be fine. Don't have a wallet. Don't have an ID. Don't have a driver's license. I'm going to drive up to Tahoe. And just to break up, it's like an 8-hour drive. So just to break it up, I was going to stop at Mammoth Lakes. My favorite place to swim out in the entire world is this one lake called Convict Lake. And you just like peel right off. But then you got to drive like a couple miles inland. And I went and I was feeling really good. I was just like, I'm going to break up this drive, do a nice like cold swim. Had like my snorkel mask and everything. And I went swimming. It was an awesome swim. There was no one there. And my gas tank is like pretty much on empty, which, it just usually is. And so I go for a swim and then it's like, I'm putting my clothes back on. I was like, damn, like I've made it with Apple Pay. Like everything's working out. The only thing I can't do is just like drop my phone in the water. And like as soon as I thought that, my phone was like in my hat. And I just like put my hat, I moved to put my hat on. My phone just dropped in the water, landed on the bottom, 3 feet deep, the bottom of the lake. I turned it out. I pulled it out And I just thought like, oh my God, like this is the only thing keeping me alive right now. Like there's no one around. I've got like no gas in my car. I don't know how to get to Tahoe. I can't like call anyone.
So how'd you survive?
Well, I was waiting for it to
Dry?
do that thing where it just like it just like breaks. It's like it still worked. And so then I did a lap around the whole thing. And it turns out phones are just waterproof now. I had no idea.
Yeah, which model do you have?
I've got
14?
the 10. But this is what it looks like. It's so fucked up that I thought,
Okay. I think from some model on, they're waterproof up to a point.
So I had no idea. So I was sitting there thinking like, I guess I'm just gonna die here. Cause it's like, what would be the plan of action at that point? And then I didn't think of it until like a week later. I was like, this is what I would have done.
What would you have done?
I would have gotten back in my car.
Logical.
I would have tried to make it to the nearest gas station.
And then panhandle.
Well, no, because I wouldn't do that. I'd have too much anxiety for that. But I
Really?
would wait until a dude who listens to my shit, like that demographic. So it's just like if they're like a really straight looking white dude in their 30s and they like look kind of sad, they're like definitely a fan of my stuff. It happens like without fail 100% of the time.
Right.
We'll be like, it's so funny. We'll be like hiking in the middle of nowhere and there'll be like two Gen Z kids walking like nothing. There'll be like a family vacationing from like India. We'll walk past like nothing. And then we'll see like a balding 39-year-old. And I'm just like, watch this. We'll be like, oh my God, Petey. Without fail.
Yeah.
Like every fucking time. It's so funny. But so I would sit at the gas station, wait for a guy to look like that, try my luck, be like, you know who I am? And if he doesn't, I'll be like, okay, this is gonna be really weird, but like, can I see your phone? Like, look me up on Instagram. I've got like fucking like 600,000 Instagram followers. I need you to fill out I have a truck too, so I need you to fill out my truck. It's gonna cost $110. I'm not gonna be able to pay you back for like 5 days, but if I don't pay you back in that 5 days, I'll pay you like I'll pay $300. I'll pay you $400. If I don't pay you back in 5 days, then you can like put me on blast, whatever, like cancel, whatever the fuck you want to do.
Cancel me, yeah.
Yeah, do whatever you want if I don't pay you back.
It's a risky bet.
Yeah. But it would be my only means of survival at that point. I'm pretty sure. In the middle of like it was in the middle of nowhere. Yeah.
And you'd have to remember to pay him back.
Yes. Yeah. I would.
Do you Venmo?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You'd pay him back.
I would pay him back.
I know you're good for it.
I was like, send me a message on my Instagram right now being like, hey, this is my Venmo. This is everything. This is how much money you owe me.
I would, if it was me and I pulled up and you're there at the gas station and I know who you are and you're like, funny story, I'm out of gas. My phone's dead. I coasted into the gas station. Or maybe even my car's a mile away and I walked the rest of the way, right?
Yeah.
But how would you have found it without your iPhone and your maps, right?
Yeah.
But I would have just been like, I'll fill your gas tank up.
That's really nice.
And then I would be like, yeah, if you don't have to pay me back.
Oh, that's so nice. That's good. That's nice to know that the people like that exist.
Are you stoked on the live shows?
On my live shows?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, totally.
Is it
fun?
Did you ever see it being what it is? Like, was there any part of you that was like, I think it's gonna do well?
Yeah. I think I haven't been super surprised by anything, which also feels good because I'm confident in it.
Yeah.
And the show's really really fun. We put a lot of work into it. It flows really well. The players are great. I think the fans are really enjoying it, and it's nice because like when we're getting into these 1,200 cap rooms.
Yep.
I really do feel like I feel like I play like arena rock. There's like some aspects of that where like a lot of stuff's like real subby and some of the more like electronic stuff. It like really sounds good in a big space in a way that it doesn't in like a 400 cap room.
And people sing along.
Oh yeah, everyone. Yeah. So yeah, Don't Tell the Boys, big sing along moment. Yep. Even the new stuff, people are really starting to sing along. That makes me feel real good.
Yeah, Don't Tell the Boys is good.
Yeah, that's like the one. That's like the gateway.
California is good too.
Yeah, I like that one too. I'm waiting for that one to be in like a title track in a movie or something.
Or like the next like cool YA show.
Yeah.
Like the next OC or whatever drama show is next.
That's what's nice about now. It's like as soon as it's on the internet, it's like it could be 20 years from now. But if it's right, it's someone will find a home for it. But
Cool.
yeah. But yeah, love playing live. 'Cause I which is great because I used to not. So, but now I do. So it's great.
When this airs, the second leg of the tour is starting.
Yeah, I'm going to Australia on February 1st through, I think like the 10th or something.
Australia is, have you been there?
No, never.
It's awesome.
Yeah, so I'm kind of pinching myself. I think that's going to be fun. I started thinking about what it'd be like to hold a koala the other day. It's like actually got like a little emotional.
It's pretty, they're freaky.
Yeah, yeah,
They have like beady eyes.
yeah.
But they're really sweet, cute.
Hell yeah.
I don't know if they're sweet, but they're really cute. And
That's good enough for me.
Going to the zoo in Sydney is pretty cool.
Yeah, so I don't know what the recreation's gonna be like. I know we got 2 off days, but like if I could use any amount of free time to just like interact with nature or wildlife that I wouldn't normally get to be able to, that's
Australia, dude.
That's it for me.
You'll love it.
Yeah,
I've been going to Australia for 20 some years.
Yeah,
and it's like home away from home. I love Australia.
Oh yeah, the routing's a little bit fucked. Like I think we're like flying into Melbourne. It's like 16 hours, and then the next day we fly 5 hours to Perth. And
Yeah,
play a show
Perth
that
is like
day.
on the other
But
side.
it's the next day. So I'm like, all right. And then you're like, why are we doing this? And then it's like, it's just what you do. I'm like, okay.
Well, yeah, you got to get Perth out of the way either in the beginning,
Yeah.
or you do it at the end.
Gotcha.
But if you do it at the end, it's an even longer trip home.
Gotcha.
So if you're
Okay.
going to do Perth, you usually want to get up there, get Perth done because it's kind of on the edge. It's like the furthest. Perth's interesting. It's unbelievable. It's beautiful. The beaches are insane.
Yeah.
You do feel kind of like you're like on the edge of the earth.
Yeah.
It's like
I
very
that.
far.
Yeah.
Unbelievable place. You'll love it.
Hell yeah.
The like food's great. There's like they have like wine. Australia is sick.
I'm really excited.
Yeah, people are amazing. People are super
Heck
friendly.
yeah.
You'll have a good time.
Why not?
And then, do you have any time off in Sydney?
You know what? I have to double check.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. I think we have time off in Tasmania, which is where the festival is. And I heard the hiking's
Oh, that's
great
cool.
over there. So
Yeah.
I'm excited for that. Then we get back to 10 days rest and then go out for the second U.S. leg. And that's sick. Playing my biggest shows I've ever played on that one. So
Amazing, dude.
yeah. Yeah. It's going to be fun.
Congratulations.
Thanks, dude.
I'll be following.
Right on.
Thanks for coming and doing
Yeah.
this.
Dude, thanks for having me. Great.
Awesome. I hope you enjoyed today's episode of Artist Friendly. If you really liked it, you can follow, like, subscribe to the show anywhere you listen to podcasts, Spotify, Apple, Amazon. We appreciate your support, and we'll see you next time.
Bad times.